All right, we're rolling. I don't know if we okay, you're gone. I don't know if we need to do the clap thing, but if we want to, just in case, I think the audio and everything should be synced when I'm editing this. But for posterity's sake, ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. Um, we're back. I guess some would call this episode 1. Some would call this episode 3. If you're a longtime listener of the show, um, I'm Michael. This is Graham, Pen 15 Muncher, and
What? Who put that there?
this 1 point conversion. I don't know if I have the power to change your name.
Well, you
I don't.
obviously did, because I would never fucking give myself that stupid name, but we'll see.
All right. I guess we'll start off with talking about what the goal is, what the plans are for this podcast, what we're going to cover. Yeah, overarching goal is world domination eventually. Make this the biggest podcast Arlington Heights has ever seen. We'll
One of them,
cover
yeah.
every episode. There's going to be Bears content.
Yeah.
In some capacity,
Yeah.
especially as we get to
Jimmy's
the
had a good run. We'll just put it that way.
Oh, Jimmy G?
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast.
His closest gnome is Jimmy.
And then we'll talk a little bit about football, a little bit about the whatever else sports are going on. This week we got NBA, NHL finals. We'll write some jokes. We'll do some if this is the answer, what is the question? And we'll talk about, wherever the conversation takes us. Right? You got any goals in mind, Graham? What do you want to get out of this experience?
I want to stop working a 9-to-5 job, and then you guys just pay for us to live, and then eventually our motivation dwindles and we kind of don't put out a good product anymore, but we still have enough money to kind of get by on maybe some lucrative investments we made into some crypto rug pull that we're going to pull on all of our fans eventually. And then we can kind of just live in some shitty town in middle America and kind of just waste away and do nothing. No, I honestly think there's not a great, what are we, Gen Z voice for Chicago sports right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of it is old white dudes on the radio. How about some young white dudes on the podcast? I think that'd be good. And yeah, I mean, I think we have a good amount of if we were a stew if you imagine yourself as a stew, I think we have some good seasoning from a lot of different forms of media, comedy, sports, whatever. I think we're going to carve out our niche and find where we land in the landscape of comedy and sports. And yeah, hopefully just deliver a really fun product and grow a community of weirdos that we can, share some fun times with. That's my goal.
Nice. Yeah, I think, you mentioned you want to stop working at your 9-to-5. I don't want to.
Hey, if my work sees this, I like my job. First of all,
I don't want to start working a 9-to-5.
Yeah,
we've been unemployment maxing for quite some time, and if this is the way out, then so be it. That'd be great. I think.
You still got hoop dreams or no?
Hoop dreams?
Yeah,
we gonna make it out. We gonna make it out of Arlington Heights.
That's usually how most people make it out of Action Heights is hoops.
Hoops.
Yeah,
we got 2.
We do have 2. We have the Christie brothers, who are pretty good. Both set for life. Both incredible humans from everything that I've gathered.
There's Christy lore, but I think it's too early on in the episodes. It's too early on in the episode, and it's too early on in the foundation of this podcast to get into any.
There's only 25 people that would even know. So yeah, we need a
backbone to fall on before we start dropping the Max Christie Rolling Meadows lore. But anyways,
just know that.
Yeah, Max, if you're watching this, really good, your days are numbered.
Your days are numbered, dude. Oh my god.
No, but goal wise, I think, for me personally, I kind of just want to get better at the whole production standpoint of things.
That'd be good too.
I set this up, made the logos with the help of ChatGPT, but as far as the layout, the editing, the mic setup, I think as soon as this starts to produce money, and then we can, upgrade the mics, start filming in person, bring guests on. I think guests would be a
That'd be
lot of
fun.
fun. Bring our
That'd be
friends on,
fun.
but our friends don't really know anything about sports, but they'd be fun people
But
to
they're
have on.
funny.
Yeah, and ideally, like eventually, who knows? Maybe get acquired, or if it's big enough on its own, then
Sell
like
out.
we just get
No,
to
we're
do our
seeing
own
it.
thing. And
Yeah. I mean,
who knows?
honestly, like money wise for me, like if we can make enough to just like not have to work and then we could pour a bunch of it back into this podcast, like
Mhm.
it's easy to say that now when you don't have any money, but I really do think that I have a pretty good idea of like what I would be or who we could be if we got a little momentum and a little bit of a green coming in. And, I think that we would be looking to do a lot with this podcast and a lot in the community and a lot to just like kind of execute stuff that we want to see as content
Mhm.
lovers, not necessarily just like, peacing out and getting a crib in Palm Beach or something. But
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I think that's a lot of it is like you'll start to get lost in the sort of business end of it as you grow, like
Mhm.
straying away from what you started doing. Like it's
Yeah.
kind of been like that with 1 Minute of Sports. I mean, I should explain for people who don't know that what 1 Minute of Sports is, what 1 Minute of Sports is. But
Tell me
like
what
starting
1 minute of sports could possibly be.
that's my brand. That's what's going to be plugging and cross promoting this podcast for a little bit until it has legs. But no, that's sort of been part of what the biggest struggle is with 1 Minute of Sports is still creating content and doing it for what I started doing it for, which was just making aesthetic like nostalgic videos. And now when I'm trying to make money off of it, get sponsors, and I guess change up the content so it's more sponsor friendly, you sort of lose sight of that. Um, I think that's something I want to avoid with this. Keep it as true to what it starts out as possible.
Yep.
And then I think we could make something good. And I think by doing that, it'll just organically get to where I want it to,
Sure.
just as is. I guess I'll
For sure.
introduce some of the eventual topics that we'll cover outside of just what we're going to talk about. I'll explain what if this is the answer, what is the question is. It's basically just a game stolen straight out of Mock the Week, which is a British television show that I've watched every episode of on YouTube, and it ran for like 20 years. It's just part of my hyperfixation on British TV, where basically you're given the answer to a question and you have to basically just write what the question would be that would fit the answer. It'll make more sense once we do it later, but it makes for a good bit, and I haven't seen anyone do it outside of that show.
Yep. And
And then
if anything, us as Americans, we could steal some British pop culture and get away with it, right? Some British
yeah,
media.
yeah.
It's always better when it's
The Brits
American.
aren't going to be listening to an American football podcast, at least not for a while.
Cool.
And then we'll do some. I really want to do rap battles, like epic rap battles of history, but with athletes, or just some people in pop culture who are current. Listen,
I'm gonna go in on you, brother.
we used in 6th grade, dude. That was like one of our like staples was just writing rap battles against each other. We would just like go to a different class, meet up in the hallway, and just whatever bar we came up with, we just spit it at one another. It was fire.
Yep.
So I'm really excited for that. I think that'll be it'll be some good content. It'll make for good clip farming. Eventually, when we have listeners, have fans submit hot takes, submit their highlights, we can react to those. The visual listeners,
like huddle highlights.
Yeah, whatever they want to submit, highlights, lowlights, whatever we want to react to. It might not be that fun for the people who are listening on audio, but we can do like a play-by-play announcer.
We could do that live. I feel like that'd be fun as fuck.
Yes,
Yeah,
live would be fun
and just
too.
watch people's shitty huddle highlights and make fun of them and call them gay. That sounds fun. Can't lie.
And then maybe good niche is there's some good 1900s, like early 1900s football stories, some historical content. Dive into the absurdity of old sports and everything that they contain. We'll do fake trivia alongside real trivia.
Yep.
The news, which will just be SNL Weekend Update formatted. we'll see how that goes. I like writing
Hard to
jokes, but
do it without one of us being black. I feel like that's like most of the dynamic.
that is true. Yeah, SNL kills it with that.
That's the
But
only thing that they kill.
that is true. The rest of the show kind of sucks. But
Yeah.
that is some of the most rewarding parts about making it is like writing those jokes, but also the hardest. So I don't know how consistent we can be with that. But then again, like the more we do it, it might get easier. We'll see. Sometimes the news just sucks and there's no good articles to work with. But I think there's some good
Once
stuff.
we start like stealing Instagram comments from people on our page and stuff,
yeah.
we'll be fine. We'll be absolutely okay. So.
But yeah, so that's what it's going to look like, I guess, for now until things change.
Weekly?
Shall we get? Yeah, weekly Mondays.
Weekly, but strongly. All right.
Yep. Nice. Shooting for Mondays right now, so it'll be like for the football season, reacting to Sunday's games, Monday night predictions. That could change maybe to like a Friday recording thing. Reacting to Thursday game, doing Sunday and Monday night predictions also gives me a little bit of time a little bit of wiggle room for editing and uploading. But if this makes money, then we can pay a Southeast Asian editor like $7 an hour, and they're gonna kill it. They're
okay,
gonna kill it.
Seven?
Listen, it goes a long way.
I was thinking top six.
Top six. It goes a
long
way.
Like
and
they a lot
do a
of
damn
money.
good job.
Yeah,
they love it. That's
what is like dollar. What's a good salary as a Southeast Asian video?
I swear to God, like you genuinely can get like $7 an hour. They get by pretty well.
I mean,
so I've heard.
Yeah.
This is not my.
It's not our fault.
From them. This is what I've heard from another creator who uses a Southeast Asian editor, who pays him very little in American standards.
Mr. Beast. Shout out Jimmy.
Shout out Jimmy.
Were we not supposed to say that or what? Is that cool? We can.
Jimmy will forgive us.
Yeah. Okay.
Jimmy and I, we go way back. Us three. All right. Shall we get into Chicago sports?
Chicago fucking sports. Very interesting time for Chicago sports right now. I'd love to get into it.
All right. We can start with, it's going to be, I feel like maybe it's a little slow for Chicago sports right now, but we'll start with the Bears, who, since the last episode we filmed, had one of the worst seasons ever. Well, not one of the worst seasons ever, like statistically, but emotionally, one of the worst seasons ever. Emotionally, one of the best off seasons ever. Damn. What happened?
Did we film that before last season? Completely?
We did. We filmed in August last year because we did like season predictions and talking about who we liked for fantasy. Yeah, it's been like almost a year, which is crazy.
I said Cole Kmet. He was pretty good this year, though. I think he had like 6 catches.
Cole Kmet was not good.
He had 6 catches, dude.
All right,
for 42 yards and a touchdown.
But yeah, so very terrible season from the Bears since last time we recorded. Very good offseason, as we normally do.
Which couldn't have happened. The great offseason couldn't have happened if the season was like that.
No, yeah,
like,
absolutely.
We were right on the skirt of being like good enough to kind of like continue to suck, but we ended up being bad enough to be good. So,
yeah. And now we have Ben Johnson, who people are calling the next McVay or Shanahan. Time will tell. I think he's going to be fine. Revamped offensive line. Caleb going into his second year. I mean, the biggest news for the Bears lately is the Caleb Williams article that came out saying he didn't want to go to the Bears, wanted to go to Minnesota in the draft process. What a shocker. It's like he's one of a million people who said the same exact thing during the draft process. And then when it actually came out, people decided to make a big deal out of it. But even that's old news. There's not much about the Bears lately.
Even Chicago media, which is like, I think it's decent, but it's pretty reactionary, especially with the Bears. Like, no one seemed to fucking care at all. Like, everyone saw through the idiotic headline that was written in such a fucking targeted, slanted way of, oh my God, Caleb hates Chicago. He hates the Bears. Like, obviously, if you had to pick, you're going to pick to go to a better situation than a worse one if everything else is equal. But he also would have been delusional to think that the Vikings could have had a chance to draft him. I mean, he was clearly going to go first, right? So he probably came to terms with the fact that he was either going to get drafted by the Bears or have to go to a team similar, right?
Yeah.
Very, very early on in his process of entering the NFL, from like, his last game of college or whatever. It was probably even apparent to him before that because Carolina was so bad. Like the first pick was pretty much locked up after like week 14, I want to say. So he knew, but I mean, yeah, it's the off season. You gotta find a way to get people to click on stuff. I get it. I mean, it's a dirty game, sure.
Yeah, Bears Twitter.
That was stupid. That was stupid.
Bears Twitter honestly like rejoiced around Caleb. It was like a weird like unity type thing. Bears Twitter is a really, really divisive place, but everyone seemed to like team up against 670 the score and call them idiots for like thinking.
Ooh, 670 to score.
Yeah,
I was listening to 670 to score today.
They were a big public enemy when that story dropped. They had a guy come on like a day afterwards who was like, "I don't think Caleb's going to be on the Bears in 3 years," which is like, dude, just like literally just
okay,
rage baiting and
but like not even in a creative way, to be honest. I mean, you could have
it's just shitty takes, and all of Bears Twitter, came together and was like, Caleb has no fault in not wanting to go to the Bears and saying he wanted to go to Minnesota. Like Kevin O'Connell just won Coach of the Year this year.
He made a bottom 5 quarterback in the NFL look really good.
Yeah. And Eberflus had like one of the worst coaching performances I've ever seen. So
yeah,
can't blame Caleb.
On the verge of like me hating him, and he's probably a really good dude. But like, where it got with Nagy, where it got like personal almost, where you're like,
Nagy was at like
hate this guy.
Yeah, Nagy was at baseball games, like at his kids' baseball games, and people would chant "Fire Nagy" at him. Which is if Eberflus had sons who played sports, like it had gotten ugly because that is easily the worst season I've seen from a coach. Like Trestman was terrible defensively, but like fun offensively, so it kind of made up for it.
Trestman was like
young to actually care.
I mean, Trestman's more of a fault of like the Bears as an organization too. Like, dude, he was a CFL legend, I guess if you want to call him that.
Hey,
but like,
great
obviously, Grey Cup. I think he won it like 3 times. I think he actually went back and won it again. Fact check me on that. But that was just like an idiotic hot. Like it was. I mean, he would probably be able to have succeeded at like some sort of coordinator position in the NFL, I'm sure. But to give that guy like the reins and just like make him your skipper is like, what are we doing? I mean, it's just classic Bears. But yeah, I mean, Nagy was good, but his ego just got in the way, I feel like, and he just eventually like wanted to pin everything on Mitch, which was like, okay, and Mitch isn't good, but figure it out. But Eberflus, it's hard to lose games for your team as a head coach. We literally lost games because of our head coach. It was unbelievable. But I mean, everyone fucking knows that at this point. So
yeah. But Bears just wrapped up the second day of OTAs today. I think as far what I heard was that everybody was at this is mandatory minicamp now. Everyone was there yesterday. I don't know about today. The only guys who didn't practice were guys dealing with lingering injuries. So Colson Loveland, Luther Burden got an injury during rookie minicamp a few weeks ago, so he wasn't out there. I want to say Kyler was not out there either.
That's interesting.
Those are the only names I can remember.
What's his injury?
He has like a connective tissue injury or something like that. Everyone should be fine by the start of the season. I don't think anyone has anything that's going to keep him out of games, but that's the update on the Bears.
Stadium. What does OTA stand for?
I have no idea. So the T is probably training.
Ooh, that's probably
off-season training. Something. I don't know. We got some stadium news. I guess we can get into if we're on the topic of Chicago sports. The Chicago Fire are opening exclusively soccer stadium in the Chicago neighborhood, the 78 in the South Loop. You're shaking your head at this news.
Well, what do you mean exclusively soccer? Like the guy that
soccer stadium. It's a 22,000 seat stadium that will only host soccer games
until they realize that there's like
until we realize
5
there's no
people that
money to
care
be
about
made,
soccer,
and
and then they're
really
gonna do
retire.
anything there. Yeah, I mean, like, let's not pretend like soccer is fun to watch.
No, okay, no. We're not going to go there. We're not going to go there. You say what you want about MLS soccer, but don't make it a generalization as a whole that soccer is not fun to watch. The MLS is terrible. Like all it's good for is like the Bleacher Report highlights of
Mhm,
someone
mhm.
scoring one of the most absurd goals you've ever seen because the goalie is terrible.
Well, I was just about to say the MLS is more fun to watch than most soccer.
No, MLS is terrible. If you
Well, it's
watch, like,
okay.
if you watch the Formula,
MLS highlights are better than most soccer.
yeah, okay,
Arguably the best
I'll give you
highlights
that.
in
Goal
soccer.
wise, yeah, best goal
Which I
highlight.
mean, what other highlights are there?
There are dribbling
Nice
highlights
pass, isn't it?
and
Yeah,
yeah, nice passing, some defensive highlights
Iniesta.
for people who appreciate the game, the beautiful game of football, and the game. That
Like the game that
yeah,
people
yeah,
play. That one.
hmm that one. For people who appreciate the game, they know the MLS is no fun, but Chicago Fire
Not proper.
are building a soccer only stadium. I think it's cool. I think the White Sox missed out. I think the Bears are sitting on their thumbs. I
Vertical.
think among the list of teams who were going to build a stadium before the Bears, the White Sox, I'd have guessed the Cubs were going to build one before the Chicago Fire, which is that absurd because like they're
Okay,
not
I
leaving
mean that's
Wrigley Field.
obviously.
But I didn't think Chicago Fire had any hope of building a stadium because I don't know where they get their money from.
What if the Sky made a blockbuster trade for Kalen Clark?
Mm,
They probably just play at the United Center. But like
yeah,
they don't play there now, so
I
I
don't
mean
know
I
where
guess
they
that's
play.
just
They
they
play at the
play SeatGeek. No. It's at it's fucking where you
it's right off 90,
is it where
right?
UIC plays or where DePaul plays? It's one of those, I want to say.
I think it's where Conant's high school
It's
graduation was. That were
which is ironic because we go to like most of the home WNBA Chicago playoff games, but I just can't think of it right now.
Is it where the Windy
It,
City Flyers play? You know what I'm talking about? The G League Bulls team?
oh,
Is
the
it the same
G League
stadium?
Bulls team? Yeah. That's exactly
It's the same stadium? It's
Well, I'd
off 90.
assume. I
Yeah.
mean,
I don't know what it's called, but it's like a little bit out west. And then they
the Windy
practice
City
in like
Bulls.
Bedford Park at what is basically like a glorified version of Pioneer. Like it's just a rec park, and then part of it
Mhm.
is designated to the professional women's basketball team that practices there. It's a nice facility. I've been there actually a couple times. Um,
Hard place to get
but
into.
yeah, yeah. Um, but they beat the White Sox to the 78, so it looks like they're going to be stuck out in wherever they are. But the White Sox don't have a bad field. I don't mind their stadium.
They have an awesome stadium. It's just location isn't perfect, and the
Yeah,
team and the owner sucks. But I mean, in terms of like when the White Sox are good, I don't know if like I don't know how where they fall on like big market versus small market. Obviously, Chicago is a huge market, but being the second team, most people would consider them. I don't know what like the comparative market is. Like I don't know if they'd be like bigger than like an Indianapolis, you know what I mean? But like for their size is my point. They have a really nice stadium.
yeah.
Iconic,
No, that
cool,
100%. And
dude.
it's Chicago. You can't really go wrong. It's easier to get to than Soldier Field because Soldier Field is like
Yeah, I mean,
the
talk
worst.
about a
The
freaking
worst. There's not a
nightmare,
single
dude.
like train line that runs within a mile of it, and there's one highway that everyone who drives to the game has to use, which is like 75% of people who go to games.
Yeah.
Um,
And it's like fucking 4 lanes.
mhm.
It's like 3 lanes at a certain point. We're trying to
Yeah,
fit 70,000 people in there. And they're not small people for the most part. If you've seen that,
some big Bears fans.
especially when we're playing
They
Wisconsin.
rival.
What do you think if you had to guess, any matchup in the NFL, what do you think the highest average fan weight is? Bears Packers is up there.
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
Bears Packers might be number one. I'd say
Bears
like
Packers.
Texans probably have some big folks. I mean, the Spurs don't play in the NBA or in the
That's what I was.
NFL, so
Yeah,
that's tough.
them big old
Maybe
woman
like,
on San Antonio.
dude. Does San Antonio have a WNBA team?
That's the
'Cause
biggest
that would
one.
be pretty. That would be a. I mean, maybe not, but I would
I don't know.
assume that it'd be probably a pretty hefty crowd. So that'd be a good. We should look into that. What's the fattest matchup in sports? All of sports, because I feel like Bears Packers, like football, seems like the fattest sport, and then Chicago and Green Bay got to be two of the fattest cities. Cold, you got to have a little extra beef on you. I don't know.
I'm on r/NFL Reddit right now, and
Has this been pondered?
Yeah, like almost
No
exactly.
Christian?
Yeah. Nice. Christian Ponder. Wow. Deep cut. We were having a conversation with some friends and ended up discussing which teams had the fattest fan base. Our top three were KC, Cleveland, and New Orleans, but several runners up were Pittsburgh, Arizona, Tennessee, Houston, and Cincinnati. I'm
Arizona.
Like, I want to throw out this whole list for not having Green Bay in there. Or Chicago.
Green Bay is the only like team that like you like it would be the first team you think of. They are synonymous with cheese.
Yeah. I like the New Orleans pick. I think the New Orleans pick is solid.
Maybe. I mean, they have really bad healthcare down there, but it's horrible. But I don't know. I guess I got to imagine it's Green Bay, and then like Chicago, first of all, is a fat city, but it's not like as fat of a city as like a Houston or like a Green Bay or even maybe a Kansas City. But I do think that like fan base wise, the Bears fans are like, it's not like a touristy thing to do. Like an LA Dodgers game,
like you're dedicated like Chicago person.
You have to like hate yourself enough to go to those games because they're an all day ordeal and you're probably going to lose. So,
and you're going to drink a lot.
Yeah. We don't compete with them in terms of the team up north, to use some terminology familiar to my rivalry. We don't compete with them in the drinking, or at least I don't think we can make that claim.
But they don't feel the need to drink as much at a game at the very least.
That's a great point. Ooh.
So I'd say
there's another spin zone.
The potential for beers
consume more.
Yes, the potential for beers consumed in Green Bay is way much higher, but the actual amount Chicago probably puts in a good good effort.
I agree. But yeah, like a Cubs game, you get some, people.
No, Cubs fans are skinny.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. It's
Wrigleyville. You just get a bunch of people,
bunch of yuppies, man. Fuck.
Yeah, you're just going to go. And I mean, I like the Cubs. I've gone to a Cubs game. I'm one of those people. I'm not really a baseball guy, so I go and I enjoy Wrigley Field for what it is, and I like the Cubs, but like I don't hate the White Sox. Like I've been to a White Sox game.
Cubs fans don't really hate the White Sox. White Sox fans, hate the Cubs. But like that's the way it should be because like I don't know. I mean, if you're a Cubs fan and you hate the Sox, it's weird. But Sox fans should like if you're a Sox fan and you don't hate the Cubs, you're a pussy.
That's the one word we whispered the whole time.
Yeah, you can't say that.
You can't say that. You can't say that word.
Maybe could you do an accent? Like if you do, well, that would work more for the C one, but like Australia, that's more you can kind of just throw the C word around. Maybe. Yeah. Where's like the most commonly used? What region of the world uses pussy like really casually?
Probably America.
Probably America. Yeah. Well, damn it. All right. But yeah,
I don't think if there was another Chicago football team or another Chicago basketball team, I would root for them. I wouldn't like.
Would you?
Yeah, 100%. It's Chicago. Like I just root for
Chicago football. So you're telling me if the Jaguars owner, who I forget his name, but
Shad Khan, handlebar mustache, Illinois, University of Illinois grad.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah, he has a house down in Urbana. He actually owns the Urbana Country Club. Fun fact.
Wow.
Yeah, I know a lot about Shad Khan.
Is impressive. You would think that we set that up, but we didn't. You just know a bunch about this guy.
I just know a lot about Shad Khan.
But they've been talked about like moving to Chicago before. If they moved to Chicago and saw more success than the Bears, you would not like that.
No, I'd be upset 100% because the Bears have just been here longer. But it's not like I would root. It's not like I'd root against them.
I would root against them. I would. Well, because I probably wouldn't root against them, but they'd have to be worse than the Bears, which would ultimately result in me rooting against
Yes.
them.
Yeah.
Because the Bears would have 6 wins, and we'd have to be like, they can't have more than 6, so
Like
they've
we
got to lose
can't we
4
can't be
straight.
the worst. Yeah.
And then the first quarterback they draft is like not retarded, and then it's like, oh damn it, no.
Yeah. If
But
the
yeah,
like if
that'll
the
never happen.
Chicago Jaguars had a 4,000-yard passer before the Bears, then it'd be a disaster.
Yeah, that would suck. That would fucking blow. But yeah,
Right.
want to see? Let's do ready for 30 seconds on the Cubs. Cubs. PCA, probably the best base runner in baseball, probably the best defender in baseball. Only the 15th
Better
best hitter.
base runner than Ellie De La Cruz.
Yeah, not even close. Gets on base way more. Ellie De La Cruz is going to break the record for most strikeouts in a season this year,
Is that
potentially.
true?
He's already struck out more than Hall of Famer and very, very famous baseball player that you hopefully know the name of, Hank Aaron.
Hank Aaron. I
And
know
this is
that
like
one.
Ellie's 3rd season, and he's struck out more than Hank Aaron did in his like 23-year career. So,
Holy shit.
but Hank Aaron's also like
But
exceptionally
if we're talking strictly running around the bases, like does
in
Ellie De La
terms of
Cruz give PCA a run for his money?
okay, well then fucking Usain Bolt could be the best base runner in the
No,
MLB.
because Usain Bolt is good in a straight line, but I don't know
Yeah,
how
but
well he
I
could turn the
guarantee
bases.
you he would beat Ellie De La Cruz around the bases. Guarantee you.
I don't know.
Guarantee. Dude, he's just like in terms of base running,
Uh-oh.
a lot more opportunities. Am I
We
frozen?
lost you there for a sec, Smalley.
Okay, well I'm back. Don't worry. Don't cry.
Okay. I forget
But
that might be an issue we run into is poor Wi-Fi.
yeah, poor Wi-Fi. Oh, poor Wi-Fi. One of the hardest things to deal with as a human being. I mean,
Is
sure,
Wi-Fi?
like
Dude, I can't
yeah,
even
like
imagine anything like there
like
can't be many struggles worse
no.
than shitty Wi-Fi.
Oh, have you ever had the cleaning lady like move something that you were looking for and then you couldn't find it for a while? That's one of the worst too. Oh my god.
Can't
That's
fucking stand it. Who does
yeah.
that bitch think she is?
Right? I know. I
Uh,
know. She has the audacity to ask me for a watch for Christmas. There's a clock on the stove. No, just kidding. That's not funny. That's a Charles Barkley reference.
rest
So
in peace.
yeah,
Rest in peace, the NBA on TNT, dude. It's so sad.
yeah,
We lost
that's
a good
another
one.
dude. How like can we have anything anymore? Like fucking hospitals are owned by private equity, and they got rid of the only entertaining sports show because we could probably make like $60 extra if we switched it somewhere else. Like we had a perfect thing, and we just
Dude, it was
decided
so good.
no. Like it's not like any of them wanted to quit. It's not like the NBA was like going through a horrible like stretch where they had to like make budget cuts or whatever. They just signed like the largest TV deal ever. I mean, it's not NFL size, but it's huge. But like, what? Like, do we have to get people involved that like have nothing to gain from this situation other than money? Like, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb. But yeah, I mean, they'll figure it out. They'll go to like ESPN or whatever, and
I think
they'll
they're
be
just gonna
like,
do their own thing. Like it'll just be a
hopefully,
show with the four
man.
of them.
You know, it'd
Because
be really
they
funny.
said they're gonna stay together.
Yeah, they did say that. Which like, yeah, like
Yeah.
Shaq's a fucking huge name. Like they're gonna throw a bajillion dollars at Shaq. They're gonna throw half a bajillion at Chuck, and then Ernie's probably too old at this point. And I mean, I like Kenny, but I don't think he's gonna. Kenny will. Kenny will be a guest on our podcast, hopefully. But no, he'll be like he's gonna start like he'll start like a podcast that'll be like pretty decent, but it won't be that good. But that'll be his thing. But yeah, that's just, I mean, golly. What would be awesome though is if they like merged it and then like instead of like Shaq, they just did like Pat McAfee and then he could kind of like run things because he's pretty fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm. You talking Pat McAfee or Shaq?
Oh, Pat McAfee, dude. He fucking smokes weed and he's like funny. Like, I love Pat Mc. Like, he just does everything better than any other person in sports media ever. And he should just only Pat McAfee from now on. That's what my thought is. So
I think I take back what we said earlier about goals. I think if we can get just a single post liked by Pat McAfee, we can retire.
Ooh, Pat McAfee like. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be
That'd be
pretty
pretty
cool.
good.
Jimmy could fucking figure that out. Jimmy's connected.
Yeah. It's it's sort of the downfall of sports coverage. But that's
It really
that's
is.
why we're here. That's why we're here.
Yep. Yep.
So it's it's a good segue to we'll get into some sports science talk. We'll
Oh my god,
start off
dude.
on a
Fuck.
very
This like
sad.
fucked me up a little bit, dude. I'm not
Dude,
gonna lie.
it is terrible. I didn't know at first. So if you didn't know, the host of Sports Science, and I'm totally forgetting his name, which is
John Brenkus.
yes, John Brankus, passed away this week. Took his own life. Terrible, like just terribly tragic.
Yeah, man.
If you're going
Spoke a
through
lot
some,
about
talk to
depression
your
too.
homies. Like, yeah, he was speaking about it during last month was Mental Health Awareness Month.
Dude, he spoke about it so much because like I was a very large fan of sports science growing up. It was probably my favorite segment on ESPN back in the day, other than just like the top 10, if you want to call that a segment. And like he like moved to the mountains after basically making it, kind of like basically like IPO'd or whatever, like got his bread and was like, okay, I'm gonna like live in the mountains. And then he just like went insane, kind of super isolated, didn't have a purpose. Fucking went to therapy, thought he figured it out, and then heard the news a couple of days ago, and I was like, whoa. Very, very, very sad. Very sad.
Yeah. Yeah, terrible. It's never the answer. Talk to people. There are people who love you. Reach out to them. But I think it's a good time to just reminisce about one of the greatest shows in sports television, and
Yeah.
the guy basically shaped a lot of people's childhoods and created their love for sports. And I think we do a little bit of talking about the show in his honor.
Yeah, he made it cool to be a nerd about sports. He made it cool to, be a scrawny white guy who I'm pretty sure he had an actually like decent athletic career. I want to say John Brinkus in terms of like playing until he couldn't. Obviously, he was never like professional athlete or anything, but just a guy who absolutely loved sports, knew that, he was probably on the more like nerdier side, I guess you could say. And he just went out there and earned it, man. He just created exactly what he wanted to. Sports science was his baby. It was a perfect product, damn near. And I mean, it was just such a fun show. It was like Mythbusters mixed with sports. He had good comedic timing, even like it was just a very well done show. And it sucks to see, that come up on my fucking Instagram feed at 2 a.m. when I'm doom scrolling. Just be like, what the fuck? Hate that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it really did open people up like to a new side of sports that wasn't really like considered or like widely accepted as cool, which was like the sciencey aspect of it.
Yeah.
Because nowadays, like for someone to make something like that, like it would be like commonplace and wouldn't really be like you're doing anything fresh because sports science literally set the standard.
100%.
And there have always been. No, you got it.
I wanted to say that he had a lot to do with technology being inside sports balls the way it is today. Like they were doing it in more of like a robust way and more of like a we have to do it. Like we really want to track this data, so it's not going to be super pretty. But he like kind of started that like trend or that whatever you want to call it to be able to put something inside of football that could tell you how fast it's spun, how fast it's going. And like stuff like that today is like, ubiquitous for sports. It's every
yeah.
is using
yeah, it's like I think people really underestimate like the impact that celebrating the scientific aspect of sports has had on the game. Like when you watch a broadcast now, you cannot watch it without hearing about the expected yards gained or the like the probability or
probability,
like your true shot percentage, all that shit. Like that is stuff that did not exist before sports science did. It's a shame that we don't get like that people who are big fans of sports like you and I who would completely like support that style of content can't because it doesn't make enough money. And like sports content nowadays is like talking heads screaming like absurd takes at one another, and it just sucks. It sucks. And
dude, I haven't watched an enjoyable sports show that hasn't already existed for 30 years in so long. Like, I love the Part of My Take boys at ESPN. Those guys are good, but like
anything that at ESPN.
Oh wait, what is it called? Pardon the interruption.
Well,
Isn't that like the joke?
Not at ESPN.
Pardon My Take's the Barstool Boys, but
yeah,
it's Pardon the Interruption. But I'm pretty sure that's like how they came up with the name, was like Pardon because Pardon the Interruption, and then My Take because of First Take. I don't know, but that would at least make sense. But yeah, I mean,
PMT.
I like Wilbon and Kreiser. Yeah, Pardon My Take's like 10 years old, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It goes in my head when I thought about sports shows. I like it's in the category, but it's also in the category of it's been there forever, which is kind of hard to think about, I guess. But
First Take is like Take is entertaining. Like I'll
no, I was saying Pardon My Take. Pardon My Take.
Oh yeah, but Pardon My Take is a podcast. First Take is entertaining, but it's literally the blueprint of like.
Dude, it's not even entertaining. It's literally like it's like the same. Okay, entertaining maybe. I'll give it that. But it's the same feeling where like if you like go on Instagram for like too long, or if you're just like doom scrolling and then you just like look at yourself and you're like, why did I do that? Like I feel like
that's how you feel after watching.
That's how you feel after watching First Take. It's just like nothing productive was said and there was not a single good take. It was just like I don't know.
It's all like man. It's all like how angry can fucking Emmanuel Acho make you while you're watching him spew some bullshit about Caleb Williams' attitude on the bench.
How do they even pick those people? Like,
I don't know. Actually, Emmanuel Acho is like he has a special place in my heart. Like, right? No, his brother Sam Acho played for the Bears, and I think he was like a Walter Payton Man of the Year candidate at one point, or he won.
Was also he won charity award, the most prestigious college academic award that they literally only give to. I'm pretty sure this is true. He went to Texas A&M, I want to say. There's like one athlete in all of college sports that gets this scholarship, and it's like a full ride to fucking Oxford. Something like that. This is probably like two different things. But
the Arthur Ashe Sports Scholarship Award.
Is that? Did you look it up?
I don't know. I'm trying to. Sam Acho wins the academic Heisman.
Yeah, dude, he literally won the academic Heisman, which is like, I don't know how you do that, but good for you, I guess. Wow. Academic Heisman? What does it even mean? Nerd of the year?
I don't know. Colt McCoy was a finalist in 2009 for this. He won a $25,000 postgraduate scholarship with the award.
Oh, cap. I thought it was like a full ride to Oxford. That'd have been way cooler.
No, I don't think so. It sounds kind of underwhelming. It's cool, but like
$25,000.
Yeah,
for being,
it's like less than his signing bonus.
You're the best. You're the academic Heisman, and they're like, well,
it's like $25,000 to like pass up on going to the NFL and continuing to pursue school. Yeah. It's like, I'm not gonna get drafted. This is $25,000 a lot of money.
It's a lot in today's economy. Yeah. But yeah, it's wild. I don't know, dude. But yeah, how do they get these jobs, and why does Acho have a special place in your fucking heart?
Well, I hate Emmanuel Acho because his brother was like good. His brother was like one of the most likable people ever. Or at least like one of the most likable Bears.
Oh, you mean that he's tarnished the legacy of his brother?
Yes.
His adored brother. Yeah. Okay.
And like Emmanuel Acho, I can't say I've seen as many clips of him shitting on other teams as I've seen on him shitting on the Bears, but like your brother played for the Bears. Like just cut him some slack.
I don't know, man. I like actually want to we should do like a fucking who's behind this shit. Look into like who's pulling the strings on hiring these folks. Cause like there's not been a single, and I would even like Pat McAfee's likable and he's funny. Pat McAfee's likable and funny. He's nowhere near as good as the time that he gets on screen for how good he is at like talking sports. Like his show is mid. Hot take. Mm-hmm. And anyone would agree with that. But like Acho, RG3, fucking Who's the backup quarterback on the Lions? That's an idiot too. The guy
Dan
that ran out of the back
Orlovsky.
of the end zone. Yeah, Dan Orlovsky.
No. Dan Orlovsky is fine. Dan Orlovsky
Dan
gives good
Orlovsky
taste.
is one of the worst NFL quarterbacks of all time.
Okay, yes, but
why are we giving him a job?
He communicates the game well. And that is part of it. That is part of it.
Sure,
Emmanuel Acho is literally just there to piss people off.
I mean, I don't know. We got Brian Windhorst. Look into his past. He's a really cool and not creepy at all guy. We've got. We should just shit on every single ESPN talking head. That'd be a fun podcast. We just pick one and then go in on them for the whole hour. But literally, like, I don't know. I feel like I just loved ESPN growing up, and it's been ruined. So I don't know.
I don't know if this is about Sam Acho or Emmanuel Acho, but he like escorted a girl to junior prom.
Junior prom?
If it was senior prom, it'd be totally normal.
Yeah, if it was senior prom, he's fine. She's at least 16.
I don't know. It was some like he sent like he DM'd him asking to, and he was like, if you hit 10,000 retweets. And she did pretty easily, I guess.
Content. He's content brain, dude.
Yeah,
what a content brain. That's why ESPN saw that tweet and they're like, he knows how to do things.
We need this guy. We need this
guy. We need him now.
Blank check.
Oh my God. But yeah, I mean, there's a very interesting dynamic in sports media where it's like you have the folks that are the most qualified in terms of like they went to college for it. They know everything about sports and you know, they have communication ability and everything like that. But it's like, dude, I don't want to listen to you if I could listen to someone who played the fucking game. But all the people that played the game hate the media enough.
Yeah.
At least I feel like this way.
They
don't like the media because the media scrutinized them over their career to, you know, make money when it's like, you know, how can we make Kobe Bryant look bad? How can we talk shit about LeBron? And it's like, well, of course I'm not going to go and then work for you guys afterwards. But yeah, then it just leaves you in a position where you've got Dan Orlovsky and you're defending Dan. Or like, I get it. He's good at his job, but it's just like funny where it's like, oh yeah, Dan Orlovsky, he's the good one. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. It's one of those picking from.
Picking from the litter. Like Steve Smith. How does he not have like the third most?
Do you like Steve Smith's takes?
Steve Smith is unbelievably smart.
I don't love Steve Smith. Listen,
when he talks wide receivers, bro.
Yeah, Jared Judy.
Dude, he said Cooper Kupp was going to be the best receiver in his class. He said he's had like a lot of really.
As far as like, but there's a combination of like knowing ball and communicating the game that you need, being like specifically for television, and it has nothing to do with it. It's nothing to do with it. However, we have been shitting on, I'm specifically shitting on Emmanuel Acho and Steve Smith right now and supporting Dan Orlovsky, so it doesn't sound great. But I think a lot of people would agree with me that Dan Orlovsky is he's a better analyst than he was a football player, 100%. And Steve Smith was a better football player than he was an analyst.
He's a better analyst than he was a football player.
I mean, Dan Orlovsky was a terrible football player, but like,
where are we setting the bar?
Yeah.
NFL, like obviously he's fucking good enough at sports, but like NFL wise, I mean, dude. But yeah, for as good of an athlete as he was an even better person. No, he wasn't. Never.
No, if you know ball, you know that Mina Kimes is.
She's cool. I like her.
She's the GOAT. She's the GOAT as far as.
I don't know if she's the GOAT.
Nah, she like actually gives.
Like, what does GOAT stand for?
I mean, there might be better ones in the whatever. Right now, she's the best in.
She's the GOAT. Wait, she's the GOAT, the greatest Korean sports commentator of all time.
Giskakot,
the Giskakot, greatest female Korean sports commentator of all time.
I don't know if she's Korean.
Hopefully she is.
You better get fact checked.
Kimes. Wait. Let me think about this.
Oh wow, that's a bang! Wow, nice.
Fuck yeah, dude. Give me some Asians. Let me identify some Asians.
No, this is for a later episode.
Pablo Torre. He is Probably Filipino.
I don't know who that is, but Mina
You
Kimes
don't
is
know
great.
Pablo
She's very good.
Torre?
Yeah.
Pablo Torre's cool. I just yelled in the mic. I'm sorry for
That's fine. No, this wasn't that loud.
anyone affected.
Paulo Torre.
2 for 2.
I see him.
Is he
I don't know
Vietnamese
what he
or
is.
Filipino? He's Southeast.
He oh wow, he went to Harvard.
Yeah, dude, he's fucking awesome. He has a really good podcast.
He's Filipino.
Oh, that was my first guess, right?
I don't know.
I said, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Run it back. Special talent. That's pretty good, dude. I could take the show on the road. Maybe I'm gonna ditch 1 minute of sports and just start doing. Give me a nation.
I think we found our niche. We can do just an hour episode every week of figuring out the ethnicities of sportscasters. Here's a good one: Emmanuel Acho.
Retarded.
No, Graham. Come on, none of that. None of that.
I wasn't saying all of them are. I'm just saying he
No,
is.
I know, but let's just we'll refrain from using that word on air.
We're gonna bleep it. But I mean, if you can't use the word
now
ridiculous,
I got it.
What can you use?
I gotta go in and edit, and that's not fun.
I can make it a lot harder on you, buddy.
No, don't. This is for when we have a Southeast Asian editor.
Oh, facts.
We have to teach them which words
are good and which words are bad. Yeah. Well, see, you could run into an issue there. I feel like.
How so?
Like if you're telling them the bad words, like then you have to say them or write them or convey them in some way, and that's pretty fucked up. So I think we just let him figure it out, and if we fuck up, that's on us.
I suppose. All right. Think we're getting close to a wrapping up point. I think we can do a very quick. We'll spend 3 minutes. We'll do a quick NBA Finals, NHL, Stanley Cup Finals predictions, because I think by the time the next episode comes around, one of them could be over.
Can I go first?
Sure.
Canada never wins in hockey, so it's going to obviously be Florida, which is also ironic. Florida, always winning in hockey. Hot places, always winning in hockey. You know what's never winning in hockey? Canada, where hockey's fucking from and where all the good hockey players are from. Doesn't make any sense. They have the 2 best players in the world. Doesn't matter. They're going to lose in probably 6 games in a pretty heartbreaking fashion. It's going to cement McDavid's legacy as some guy who couldn't win the big one, which is a dumb thing, but it'll be kind of true. And then in the NBA, the Pacers are going to win game 1. Everyone's going to freak out. And then the next 4 games won't be within 20 points. Also, there will be at least
That's pretty good, honestly. I don't I don't hate either of those takes. I think Edmonton might pull it out, though.
I hope so, but I mean, I don't know. I just don't think they will. Florida's so juiced, dude. Oh my God, they're so juiced. They're so nasty. They have their first line is so fun to watch. Oh my God, they're just so good. But I mean, yeah, Edmonton does have the ability to just score literally 5 goals on the same line and just have the 2 best players in the world, in harmony, but that doesn't work.
Edmonton, as we're speaking, is down 3-2 to the Florida Panthers right now in game 1, end of the second period.
Yeah. Yep. Who scored? Draisaitl on a McDavid assist is one of them, probably.
Let's see. I actually don't know if I can pull up if it'll show me.
Okay. But what I was also going to say about NBA is there will definitely be a game where Tyrese Halliburton.
Draisaitl does have a goal, by the way.
And who assisted on it?
I don't know.
It had to have been McDavid. I'd put a lot of money on that. But there's going to be a game where Halliburton has 6 points, 6 assists, and 9 turnovers because they're just not going to call fouls on Lou Dort. And that'll be fun to watch.
Since January 1st, Pacers and Thunder, 2 best records in the NBA. So this is a good matchup and on the NBA side of things. I think Pacers could win too, but realistically, we might be getting into a really, really, really boring stretch of NBA basketball where the Thunder are just really good for a long time.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, let me paint a picture for you real quick, right? You are in 4th grade. It's around this time of year. School year's wrapping up. You've got capture the flag, you've got infection, all the fun games that you don't get to play unless your gym teacher's in a good mood and the weather's nice, right? And you're looking forward to it. You're all happy. Today is probably going to be capture the flag. But then it's raining. You have to come inside. And what do you have to do inside? Because there's nothing else to do. You have to do the most brutal day of gym of your life. What's the title of the book?
What are you talking about?
Pacers and Thunder, of course.
Wow. Nice.
Thank you.
That's not where I thought it was going, to be honest. But the Pacer test and Thunder. Nice.
Pacer test? Underratedly fun. Hot take.
That's not true at all. That's terrible.
Hot take.
Horrible take.
Watching your classmates cripple and keep going and you fight on. Hype. If you've ever been the last one on the Pacer, bro, that's probably a high that like I don't think I'll ever be able to tap into that ever again because everyone's just kind of like on your back and you're just like the man for a little bit.
You're still riding the high. You're still riding the 6th grade first place in the Pacer test high. Wow. That's what I think that was part of the consideration that went into starting this podcast.
My Pacer score, triple digit.
Had you gotten second, we might be somewhere else right now.
Yeah, shout out to the overlords of elementary school for not putting Dan Kane in my gym class for 4th or 5th grade because he would have smoked me. But yeah,
people don't know about Dan Kane.
Dan Kane could have been. All right, what is your take on the finals? Pretty much same thing. Oh, is this our sponsor?
I don't even. I hope so. I hope so. I don't know if Johnny's Beef would ever even consider sponsoring us. Because what if we have haters and we might like negatively impact Johnny's Beef business?
I would pay Johnny's Beef to not sponsor, to like give us zero money and just let us say that they sponsor us. And by pay them, I mean I'll continue to be a loyal patron.
You have the Johnny's Beef shirt, right? I think you got to bust that out.
It's somewhere. I could get
it. It's a future episode.
It's a fucking awesome shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, we got awesome the shirt. Johnny's Beef and the order on the bottom. Beef juicy, hot on the side, 1 fry, small lemon.
Hot on the side?
All right.
Wait, hot on the side?
I get hot on the side.
Why are you going hot on the side?
Because they put too many hot peppers on there. Hot on the side, you get the same amount just on the side, and you pick how many are in each bite. I go 1 pepper per bite. It's an overwhelming amount of jardinere if they put it on there.
Yeah,
but sweet peppers you can't get on the side. Sweet peppers go on top, no matter what.
You even get them on this, like, in terms of like breed?
Like what? Yeah, 100%.
Sweet peppers?
Yeah, you can get them on the side.
There's no way you get like a good enough amount though, because there's like
because the peppers are bigger. They like won't fit in the.
They're like green bell peppers, I believe.
Yeah,
fleshed out a little
bit. Yeah.
Do you want to do if this is the answer?
Would you rather end off with that or we end off with the news? What do you think?
I was going to make a very inappropriate joke.
Don't.
Very.
I
thought we already covered the news. But anyways, I said news because we were talking about the NBA finals, Michael. Okay.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, I'll allow it. That wasn't that bad, honestly.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. All right. We will do we'll do the news first. You wanna kick us off with the news this week?
Do I have something prepared?
I don't know. Do you? You told me you were writing a joke when you were watching the Cubs game.
I was writing a fucking banger of a joke and it didn't really come together. But let me see. Let me go through my notes and see if I could throw something out there. We'll edit this part.
You don't. No, come on. Just make it quick because I really don't feel like editing. Like I was just planning on throwing this shit up. Like if I have to edit this, it's not gonna be fun.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
This is
you can take it. You can do the news.
All right.
Can do this.
So you got nothing.
I don't have any sports related ones. I have
some hilarious. Some of mine aren't sports related. It's fine. Okay. We're just clip farming right now.
Okay. So I have to like
just
say
whatever
it
you
as if
got
it's
written
like
down,
running
man.
back.
Just read it. You got it.
I don't think many of my jokes translate well into the news format.
Bro, listen, this is just your time to tell some jokes that'll
Okay.
hopefully.
I'll tell some very dumb jokes. I'll tell. Do you know who Alex Honnold is?
No.
You don't know who Alex Honnold is? Look him up because you do know who he is.
Alex.
Hopefully, you can phonetically spell his last name close enough.
Two N's. I survived 20. Okay, he's a rock climber.
But he, like, you've seen the movie,
Free Solo.
right?
I have not seen Free Solo, but I know what it is now.
What's the actress who plays 11 in Stranger Things?
Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah. Do you know what Millie Bobby Brown and Alex Honnold have in common?
No.
Extraordinary feat.
It's ridiculous.
They do. Both of them.
That's absurd.
Free Solo and Hellcat.
It's a sport. It's a sport related joke. That's a sport related joke. I would consider.
Yeah, Alex Honnold climbed El Capitan, one of the most challenging mountain faces in America, if not the world, without a rope, which I would consider to be an extraordinary feat. Millie Bobby Brown, on the other hand, extraordinary feat.
This is a sports joke. Rock climbing is absolutely a sport.
Yeah, for sure. And athletes notoriously have foot fetish.
Yes, as they do all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You got another one? Or is that good?
Hey, you could keep going, man. Whatever.
We'll go. Hey, let's ping pong. Because let me find another one.
Let me throw this up there.
Oh, I have a cheeky one. You got it.
No. It's just you, man. This is you. This is your
you
time.
Want me to go?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Level with me here. But
all right.
Not to justify pedophilia.
Jeez,
might be the worst way you can start a sentence. Do you agree?
Nice. You got me. That was pretty good.
One of the worst ways you could start a sentence.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I worry that maybe my talking over it might have ruined the punchline, but that was good.
We could record it.
You can do it one more time for clip's sake.
You just want me to say it again. You're gonna clip me out of context. No.
You want me to? I'll throw one out there.
Yeah, ping pong. Yeah.
Actually, for clip's sake, I'll just go after you. Trust. That's fine.
So I'm gonna do another one.
Yeah. You go all the way through, and then I'll rattle them off.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna skip that one. That one's a funny one though. Oh, this is just like funny, but Amelia Earhart, right?
Oh, they found her plane?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. But do you know what she was trying to do?
She was trying to fly around the world.
Right. And she was trying to, what was significant about it?
She was flying by herself.
And she was
a woman.
Yeah, right. So if you had to guess how many men had done that same exact thing before she tried to do it?
Have tried to or successfully done it? I don't know. Is it a lot?
1,700 men had done it successfully before she did it. and she died. That's also not true, but that's funny, right?
Come on.
Not true at all. But you kind of would believe
we're just lying. We're just lying out here.
Oh, hey,
you got me.
First of all, lying. Millie Bobby Brown has beautiful feet.
This is not the direction I thought you were going to go in with these jokes, but I like it.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh, okay. One more. I think this. I don't know how well this will like translate, but I think there's a joke here that we'll find someday if it's not today. You know the game Catchphrase?
Yeah.
Like you have the disc and you get a word
Yes.
and you have to give clues. So like I've played it probably 20 times in my life. Very fun game. But like
Okay.
the first time I've played it, or like if I'm playing with like new people, they always explain the rules in such a like fascinating way to me, because they'll say like, so you get the word right and you can't say the word, and it's like, well, fucking obviously, like if it was just like, oh, pizza, oh, caterpillar, like that would suck. That would not be a fun game. So I feel like it's kind
Nice.
of a dumb thing that we have to say that rule, but I think it's very funny. I think there's a lot of comedy in that. And I don't know exactly where that joke is, but there's a joke in there somewhere.
For sure.
Maybe you would need 2 people for it. Or I could do like a split thing with like a suit and a dress.
Like the dean.
Yeah.
I have to go to the bank today. Yeah, it's an iconic moment. All right, is it over to me now? You got any more?
Over to you, my friend. Over to you. Let's hear it.
All right, I'm very excited about these. I got some good ones. Where are you? I'm gonna pull you up. All right. Keeping in touch with, some of the news. I will say some of this news is not true at all, but I had to modify it for the sake of the joke.
Well, you're not as integrous of a journalist as I am. All of my news was real.
All right. Sports Science once used a heart monitor on Michigan State coach Tom Izzo during a game against Illinois. They found his heart rate peaked at 135 beats per minute after a beautiful assist led to a huge dunk late in the fourth. Coincidentally, a nice dish followed by a jam is also what gets Brett Bielema's heart racing.
Yeah, there you go. Hey! Brett Bielema is a
We've got a lot. We've got a lot of Brett Bielema content. Sports Science once
there's a lot of Brett Bielema.
There is a lot of Brett Bielema.
Lots of love.
This is the same joke, just a different punchline. Sports Science once used a heart monitor on Michigan State head coach Tom Izzo during a game to measure his stress levels. Izzo, you think you're stressed? You should see the belt buckle on Brett Bielema.
There you go. Hell yeah, man. Dude, that's fucking awesome. Quick sidebar. We were talking about the fattest fans. I think Illinois maybe has the fattest
fans.
Well, no, man, not really. I would just say
fattest
I think college is, fattest football basketball coach combo.
100%. Yeah, undoubtedly.
Like probably not.
Although Brad Underwood is not that big, but like he contributes.
Little.
He contributes to the total
little.
weight. Yeah, not little.
He does. He's above average.
He's no Rick Pitino. He's no Rick Pitino.
Rick Petito. Nice.
All right. 17 board members from the Professional Bowlers Association have gotten the ball rolling on a new CBS broadcast deal for the World Series of Bowling. However, little progress has been made as the first vote on the deal ended in a 7-10 split.
Nice. That's well written, my friend. I like that a lot.
Thank you.
That's
7-10 split.
That's when I heard 17 board members with bowling, I just thought that they hadn't seen enough action or not, like in the games, not the most exciting sport. I thought they were just bored. They're board members though.
17 board members.
17 board members decided why they chose to watch bowling on a Friday night.
All right.
7-10 split.
Stephon Diggs has come under.
One of my bucket lists.
Hit a 7-10 split.
7-10 split. Yeah.
All right. Stephon Diggs has come under fire this week for failing to attend Patriots OTAs, with some reporters calling for Diggs to be cut. When asked about the situation, Patriots owner Robert Kraft said he knows a thing or two about cutting Diggs, but had no comment on the receiver's status with the team.
Cutting Diggs. I see what you did there, because little Robert Kraft is a very big fan of what Amelia Earhart can never do.
Little circumcision joke for you for the timeline.
That's actually so fucking cheeky. Robert Kraft loves cutting Diggs. Loves it.
He knows a thing or two, but had no comment on the receiver status. The price
Too
of
busy
Super
getting
Bowl
them
ticket
badge.
commercial slots has increased 200-fold since the first Super Bowl in 1967, now costing $8 million for a 30-second time slot. $8 million for 30 seconds? What are you, a Zimbabwean hooker?
Ooh, crazy inflation rate. Let's go.
We're past the good ones now, to be honest.
Dude, that was fire.
We've got
is it Zimbabwe? Did you fact check that?
I looked up the inflation. We've got it was between Zimbabwe or Venezuela, but I think Zimbabwe.
Yeah. No, Zimbabwe went through the one where it was literally they had to print $10 trillion bills. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, yeah. So 8 million for 30 seconds might be like a good deal, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a fucking steal, dude. That's chump change.
This one is so stupid.
Might not make the final. Check out our Patreon for this next one.
We don't have a Patreon yet. Peyton Manning recently became.
It's not a Patreon, but
listen, brother, you cut me off one more time. We're gonna have some issues.
I'm just saying, if people want to see some cool content, it's not an OnlyFans, but it's close to that.
Pictures of Graham's feet on the Patreon. All right. Peyton Manning recently became the second Manning brother to invest in the NWSL, which is the National Women's Soccer League, joining his brother Eli, who's a minority owner in New York's Gotham FC, alongside Kevin Durant and Sue Bird. A giant, a former warrior, and a bird trying to run Gotham? Not if Batman has anything to do about it.
That's fake, right? That has to be fake, right?
I swear to God, that one's true.
There's no way. That's so fucking good, dude. Wait, is that for real?
I swear to God. In New York, it's like New York / New Jersey.
You need to tweet that. You need to get that on Black Twitter.
A giant, a former warrior, and a bird trying to run Gotham? Not if Batman.
Not on the Batman's watch.
Oh. Yeah, that one.
Dude, that's fire.
This one might not make the Reels cut. We'll see. The Big East Conference is moving its headquarters to the Empire State Building. Let's hope it goes better than the last time the East made their way into a New York skyscraper.
There you go. I was wondering how you were gonna get there, but I was pretty sure where it was going.
The punchline is the headline. That one's real too. Yeah, as soon as I saw the Big East Conference moving their headquarters to the Empire State Building, some of these write themselves.
Some of these jokes write themselves.
This one's stupid. A nun went viral this week for beatboxing, and to be honest, I don't understand why. What's so special about a sister rapping?
That's facts, bro. That's facts. I mean, hey, if you've seen a sister rap before, you know that sisters can rap. I will say that. Top three favorite sister rappers. Go quick.
Sister Jean.
Michael hates women. Nice, man.
All right. These last two are stretches. In TV news, Nathan Fielder revealed he spent the past 2 years becoming a 737 pilot in an effort to prove that poor pilot communication has been to blame for recent airline disasters. This sparked an FAA investigation which found that some pilots' headsets would only output audio on the right side. We asked a pilot which ear he got his comms in, to which he responded, 2010.
That's fucking good.
The classic misunderstanding.
I like that joke. I like that joke.
This
one's
really stupid. This one's really stupid too. I think this was the first one I wrote. I wanted to make this a topic that we were going to cover, but I wasn't sure how well it would go, so I just made it into a joke. World-renowned reggae and hip-hop artist Sean Paul told an interviewer that he got his stage name from a cricket player named Shivnarine Chandra Paul. This is true.
What?
As it turns out, he's not the only famous musician whose stage name was inspired by cricket players. We've got Tyla Dakaratar, Dojinder Cat, Ravid S. Kot, Diwali Pa, and Ashar.
Ashar was really fucking good, dude. He played for Pakistan. Ashar was one of the better cricket players of all time. That's a real guy.
That was Tyler, the Creator, Doja Cat, Travis Scott, Dua Lipa, and Usher. And that's
know
all I
that.
got.
That's a fun fact. A lot of those folks got their names from cricket players.
Yes. Yeah. Tyler Dakaratar. If you've seen the spelling I have on these, it's pretty
That'd be
good.
funny. Yeah.
I like Diwalipa. That one's pretty good.
Diwalipa.
Yeah.
Diwalipa. I like Diwali. One of the most underrated ethnic. Is ethnic the right word? Holidays.
Diwali.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Up there with Kwanzaa's pretty fucking sick too. Kwanzaa's
Shall we? That's all I got on the news. Pretty good. I was happy with the assortment. I had a lot more honestly than I thought I was going to end up with. But all right, now we move on to our final segment. If this is the answer, what is the question? This week's answer is 100 days. So Graham and I have both written questions to which the answer to that question could be 100 days. So I will kick us off for Reels formatting purposes. I'll ask the answer is 100. What is the question? All right, ready, Smalley? This one we'll rattle off back and forth.
Okay.
All right. The answer is 100 days. What is the question?
Surely it's the cumulative time spent in prison for those responsible for the housing crisis of 2008 that crippled America's middle class. Oh, it was 0 days. No, it wasn't even 100 days. Oh no,
It's actually crazy. I didn't know that.
Well, I mean, some people say that like one guy went to jail for a couple years, but like we could look into it later. Let's just go with my fact being true. But Michael, I was actually meaning to ask you this. Slipped my mind earlier, but if the answer was 100 days, what might be the question?
Is it how long until those guys who are betting on Angel Reese to miss her first shot become billionaires?
Oh, that would be a lucrative, dude. What's the line on that? She's pretty good at missing, man.
If you're rolling it over by day 100, you might be a billionaire.
Yeah, I mean, probably.
I was pretty. I thought of that one at like 3. Yeah, that one kept me up, and then I thought of it, and I was like, I can go to sleep now. I was happy with that one.
Bet went to sleep happy. That's all I can ask for.
All right, back to you.
Yeah. All right, I have a couple more that are funny. I think we'll see. They're mostly just dumb, but we'll see.
Okay.
Do you want me to just answer it?
Yeah. We already did the whole the clip for Reels purposes.
Ooh, good question, Michael. Good question. Good question. 100 days. Oh, is that how long the 10 years war was? No. How long was that war?
Wasn't it 12 years? Is that lore?
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. But you'd think it would be 10 years because it's called the 10 Years' War. That's the funny part.
I've got, is it how long does Pride Month feel like?
That's true.
Which is a joke.
No, it's not a joke. That's very true. It's very true.
We are allies. This is a yes. This is an inclusive.
I'm an ally. I've heard you say horrible things.
This is an inclusive podcast, unless you're a Packers fan, in which case
you're that was funny.
I'm gonna bleep that. I'm gonna bleep that out for. It's gonna sound like you said something terrible.
There's not a lot of words that go with that are that bad.
I'm gonna create an AI version of you that said something horrible. Beck, you got another one?
I mean, I have a couple more, like the age of consent on Epstein Island, but that's nice. A little bit.
So you could do better. I'm going to challenge you to do better than that.
I had a tough. I honestly, other prompts that we've done in the past, I like clicked a little bit more. But for when I'm writing these, I need to get like the one where I'm like, okay, that's funny, and then I can like kind of loosen up a little bit. Wasn't really able to get it going with this one. I sat on it for a little bit, but
is that all? Should I
Yeah, rattle
Just wrap
them
it up then.
Impress me. Give me some good
All right. We've got is it as per the cooking instructions, how long must you microwave Brett Bielema?
Ooh, to get all the
We're
way to
back
the
in the
core.
we're back in the
That would
Brett
be a
Bielema
long time.
It would be a long time.
That'd be fucking tasty though. Kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a great meal. I would.
Damn, we're at
Tastiest
the hour.
coach?
Yeah.
Tastiest coach? No.
And
Andy Reid is probably the tastiest coach.
And my last one to wrap it up. This one is so stupid. I don't even know if you've seen the movies. You might not get this. In the 2011 sci-fi thriller In Time featuring Justin Timberlake, what price did Bitcoin just hit?
Okay, so the currency is time.
The currency is time in that movie, and
Is
Bitcoin
that like
just
a
hit
lot
100 days.
Is that a
It's
lot?
a lot of time. I don't know, honestly. I just
they have it like
it was
right.
Yeah. Time's in their arm. The people will get it. The people will get it.
How do you?
But that's all I got. We're well past when I was anticipating this going.
You can edit it. It's okay.
Well, I can't edit out much, to be honest. So this is just.
Oh, so you can edit. You can edit my fucking screen name, but you can't edit my fucking.
I didn't do that. I can't even change it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, sure. All of America believes you right now, Jimmy. Fuck this guy.
All right. We will be back on Monday. This episode isn't even getting released. Like, this is just an episode that'll be up when we launch the podcast. So this is going to be probably the least listened to video out of all of them. So it's fine. Maybe I don't have to edit it as much as we can. But if you've made it this far,
it's kind of weird, to be honest.
If you've made it this far, tag Mr. Beast in the comments of one of the posts.
If you've made it this far, comment. Holy shit, that was a long fucking podcast. I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna say that. Just be like, holy shit, that was the longest fucking.
We're getting towards we're getting to the point where I'm hovering over the end recording button.
If you do that, you know what I'm gonna.
You're gonna do pomp method. I hear Walt barking. I think it might be time. All right. Thank you for listening. I'm gonna go watch Love Island.
No,
we got an outro.
Are you gonna go watch Love Island?
I'm gonna watch Love Island after this. Yes. Love Island's pretty fucking fire. I might add. We might cover Love Island on the pod eventually. We'll see how the season goes. It's good stuff. It definitely will be it might be the topic of some jokes. We'll see. All right. That's all. Peace.
See ya. All right. You're still here?
I don't know. I haven't clicked at I have to click. I have to click on recording. I have to click on recording twice.
Okay.